Well, between the M3 and the X3 M40i, the tribe has spoken, meaning you guys have spoken. I put out like a poll on Instagram and like Snapchat and all that, which by the way, if you don't follow me on there, go ahead and follow me there. The idea for this car, or both of these cars, the M3 and the X3, was to build a brand. So if I didn't have the brand, I actually would probably take like a Toyota Tacoma and call it a day. Like, I have these cars, one, because I love them, but because I'm also building a brand. And it's kind of crazy to me that I own both of them outright. But what I noticed is that this past Indiana winter was so treacherous. With 14 inches of snow, there was sleet, there was hail, not hail, but there was sleet, there was ice. It was everything that could have probably been as bad as it could have been. And I did it in a real drive car and drove an hour plus. And I did fine. Don't get me wrong. Driving rear-wheel drive, even in winter tires, is incredibly scary. But here's the thing. The F80, I know it's a rebuilt title. It's got a carbon roof that needs to be repaired. There's a lot of other things that need to be repaired on it. But I think that's the fun of the journey that I really wanted to have with it. Even though I was like, man, it's going to cost a lot of money. And then I just dropped, $20,000+ on a brand new SUV. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me on that part. So with 20 grand, that M3 could have had the crank hub done. It could have had literally everything done, plus upgraded turbos probably, and I would have been fine. But again, I bought this for about $26,000 all in. And it's clean title, it's fully stock, and it's a B58, and it's a 2018. And like, this is an awesome car, don't get me wrong. But I can't physically see myself driving this. One, I'm not a big fan of SUVs. It's either a coupe or it's a sedan. But again, it's $26,000. And then just to get it to the point where I'd want to get it to is an extra, let's just go in a range of $5,000 to $8,000. So that would mean, obviously, tint, because I don't like fish bowls, and there's nothing crazy to see in this interior. So it'd be tint, downpipe, tune, charge pipe, charge cooler, port injection. You'd have a DAW turbo. You'd have a custom tune probably. You'd have a full exhaust system, lowering springs, lip, everything. I mean, you're talking good money. Versus the M3, yes, it does have its flaws to it, but it already sounds good. I was going to put a full exhaust on it no matter what. And then really it only needs a front and rear bumper. May not even need that. A repaint job. And then, well, obviously, okay, let's be honest with you. It does need some body work. Like, this does not look good. These are 3 different shades of white here. And the good thing, too, is that, well, it's fully paid off. And 2, it's an S55 and it sounds already amazing. And 3, underneath the car doesn't even really look that bad. But anyways, definitely learned my lesson from a rebuilt title car, especially if you don't have money. But you can get away with it. You can. I'm not going to pay, $400+ a month for insurance, plus gas, plus maintenance for a clean titled F80. And then have a car payment on top of that. Because a $40,000 car to me right now is just stupid. But I have $40,000+ in cars right now, so that makes a lot of sense. So we get in this bad boy, and I think one of my favorite things about the F80 M3 is that, one, it's got the analog cluster until you get to, I think it's a 2021, where that's the G8X chassis. The point of a car is that I want to be able to drive like a race car, not a luxury car, because I would rather have luxury in a house or a home or an apartment than to have it in a car. So anyways, I like to be the jackass that's on the interstate, pops and bangs and flooring it and making the most amount of sounds I possibly can. But this will be the first cold start here, so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait till this thing has a full exhaust on it. It's gonna sound nutty. Like, this car, bro, is... I'm telling you, if you have a chance to get an F8X chassis for whatever price range, I don't care. If you just have a chance to get it, go get it. So the F80 is a great daily, actually. Like, I have it on stage 2. I bought it at stage 2. I think the beauty that I have with this car is that I bought it fully, like, souped up. Like, it's got lowering springs on it. There's a lot of things I probably would just redo, just so that way I know for a fact it's done. Like, the brakes just got redone by me, and it's a night and day difference. There's obviously suspension work that needs to be done for sure, like coils and well, the struts, I'd say. But this is an excellent car as a daily. I think what it brings is the feel of a fun point A to point B type of car. And the insurance that I pay for it really isn't that bad. Granted, I know there's places that would be much worse, or there's, well, not only places like insurance companies, but like there would be a lot worse payments that I know people are already paying. So at the end of the day, I am really happy that I bought this car, and I wish that, like, you know, certain decisions were made of like not buying the SUV, but here we are and we're trying to sell the SUV and just go with the F80 M3 and fix it up. So here we go. Some sport. You do lose traction a lot, but I'm on Pilot Sport 4S's. I love the brap. It smells like gas. Oh shit! What the fuck is that? Hello. Oh, you're turning right? No, turn left. Yeah, dang it, bro. Wish you could have followed. But yeah, the cool thing about this F80 M3, it's got a stage 2 tune on it, MHD. The guy who sold it to me didn't want to sell the MHD license to me with it, which I think is just bogus and was a scam and a half. I'm not gonna pay extra money just to give you for a license that I can't really keep. So I do have to buy a new one of that. I won't get the stock file, unfortunately, but at the end of the day, I feel like if I do keep this car, I will just get a custom tune and be okay with that. Now, this thing has the ceramic tinting all around, and it's dark, and I love it, except for at night. It's got front mount intakes, obviously lowering springs, and some like diffuse, like side skirts and all that, and the ambient lighting in here, which honestly I wasn't a huge fan of at first, but it's so much better now. It's really how you picture this car, because most people would be like, you're stupid for owning this as a daily because it's so expensive, and I'm not gonna lie, it is, but I also haven't had like crazy bad expenses come up. I just decided to spend $20,000+ on that brand new SUV thinking that I would sell this car, keep that one. But again, at the end of the day, I'm trying to grow a brand, and if people don't want to see a certain car, there's no point in keeping that car. So I am going to keep this M3. I don't care whether I like it or not, and I am going to live with it, and I am going to make it beautiful. Nice little M-brap there. Shifting. I feel like the shifts are really delayed right now, which is a little scary because it might be a TCU issue. Oh baby, 93 is $5.13 here in Indiana. To be fair, it was a lot worse. It was almost $6 like a week ago, so it's going back down thankfully, but with just a little bit more than half a tank, this is still gonna be like 50 something dollars, so not really too excited for that one. Let it chug, baby, let it chug. That is so much money coming out of my account again. This is why I only do half a tank, so it doesn't feel as bad, but this is still terrible. And this is what I mean. You feel better. 37 bucks. Well, if that was a full tank, that would have been almost 70. Now, I'm a spirited driver, boys. And one thing you have to look at is how many miles I get per tank. That's 351. Stage 2, all right? So it's saying something. This car, as long as you treat it right, you treat it nicely, it's gonna treat you nicely. I'm trying to see actually how, what's my gas mileage? 19.6. So with all this being said and done, unfortunately the F80 has a dark past of being salvaged, and of course the owner was not super nice in terms of giving me stuff. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a little 428. Anyways, yeah, so the owner was not like super amazing to me in terms of giving me the tune that he had. It is what it is. I've also never bought a car in such poor condition. Granted, like when I bought this, it seems like every time I bought a car private sale, Nobody's ever detailed the car, or even cleaned it, let alone vacuumed it or whatever, just something simple. So to me, that's a little odd, but this car is amazing. I love it to death. And I think one thing that I do want to do to this is make it mint. Not do anything crazy until I have a lot of money come in, but like, I want to make it mint. I don't care about the miles that I'm putting on it. Like, really all I care about is the amount of money I'm dishing out on gas right now. That's just it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.